Ladies and gentlemen, all the hip hop heads worldwide, tengo el honor de presentar al único, inconfundible, the one and only EllMatic, yo. Yeah.
Welcome to another episode of Fan Talk. I'm your host Selector, and today we're gonna be discussing the fixture Hertha BSC away at Dortmund for the 30th game day of the Bundesliga. Let's go! Yes, well, this was a tough game, but not all is bad. There were a lot of really good things about this 1-0 defeat. So, of course, Hertha came out extremely defensive. We came out in our 4-2-3-1 formation with Pekarik as right back, Boyata Torunariga as our center backs, Mittelstädt on the left to replace the still injured Plattenhardt, or the injured at that point in time, because he's back. Yay, Plattenhardt is back. Then we had Skjelbred Grujic as the holding midfielder, and then from the left to the right, Dilrosun, Darida, Lukebakio, and Ibišević up top. The first things I want to say is we lost 1-0 or 0-1, however you want to see it, to Borussia Dortmund. Now, just to put everything into perspective again, this is Borussia Dortmund that almost beat PSG in the Champions League. This is the Borussia Dortmund that came out second out of a Champions League group that had Barcelona, Inter Milan, and Prague as Spartak Prague, some Prague team. Okay? But Inter, the way how they're looking, that was not a given. So they made it out against some good competition there. So, just to put this back into, okay, we have the almost PSG defeating Dortmund, and then we have Hertha, who not too long ago looked like we were going to relegation. So, yes, Dortmund won deservedly. However, we hung in there the first half without conceding. Yes, they had some good chances, but we also blocked away a lot of chances, given the center backs and Jahrstein, who had a pretty good game. It took until the 57th minute for them to score on us for the only goal of the game. So overall, yes, would have loved to have the draw and take a point away from there, but as the numbers show, we were just not good enough to defeat a Dortmund. We have defeated Dortmund at home once before. The last time that I went, I was wearing this exact beautiful piece of garment here when we went to Dortmund and we saw us come back 2-1 from a 1-zip deficit. With Gareth back and good times. But long story short, I'm proud of what we did. I'm proud of how stable defensively we presented ourselves, and I'm proud that it had to take 57 minutes of pressure and some really perfectly timed and placed passing with a little bit of luck for them to score on us. I'm proud of that. That is really something good for us. The thing that is not so good is that Dilrosun was injured quite early, 30th minute, and then Eswein, out of all the people, came on and actually played all right. He actually had the biggest chance for Hertha in this game. Isn't that amazing? A person that we wrote off, has been sitting on the bench, that we all want to see gone, comes on and actually has a decent game. He, in the, I think, 55th minute, does this beautiful run where he almost runs alongside the defense and just comes out for this beautiful chance on goal. And if we would have scored that by luck or whatever, I mean, we did shoot on goal 4 times. They shot 13. It's not too big of a difference, but that could have gone in and everything would have looked a lot different in Dortmund. But it didn't, and Dortmund won, whatever. Also, what I wanted to point out, in the 46th minute, Nankam came on for Lukebakio. And oh my god, am I excited about this guy. This is the first time that he had basically almost a whole half to play with. And he looked like a grown man out there. I mean, the what he was doing to Hazard and Guerrero was no joke. I mean, he has a big body and he is throwing it around. Yeah, he probably got a card at one point, right? If I remember. No, he didn't. But he caused a couple fouls. But it's fine. You're a young man. You're coming out there using your body. I was really excited about that. Looking really good. Also, we saw Piontek come back on in the 62nd minute for Skjelbred to try for us to deal up the pressure after we got scored on. And then really late in the... I forgot, it's like shortly before the end, we bring on Lazar Samardzic. I hope I said it right this time. And if you haven't seen much of the game, look at the last couple minutes of the game. I mean, this dude was shaking and baking people. I just remember he had the ball on the far left wing, and they gave him the ball and he juked one guy and another guy came flying in and he just sidestepped him. Oh my God, so much composure from such a young man. We are in for some treats. Hopefully soon. Let's see what Bruno can do. But Lazar Samardzic, oh my God, he looked so good. No, it doesn't mean much, but I am super excited. I hope you guys are excited too. Another really cool takeaway is that last week, Darida ran 14.3 kilometer and set a new record for most distance covered by a player in the Bundesliga ever. And yeah, our energy, 14.34 kilometer to be exact. And in this game, this man ran a whooping 14.35 kilometers and broke his own record. Darida, give him an extension, give him some more money, whatever he needs to stay, but that guy is amazing and he was working his butt off. I mean, he was everywhere. I remember seeing him on defense, midfield, moving forward in attack. This guy was literally everywhere. Amazing performance. Also last video I was talking about the opening play from our center backs where Jordan Torunariga would hit these nice diagonal balls and so on, and this game we literally saw nothing of the sorts. I mean, Dortmund with their 3-4-3 really put a lot of pressure on us and made it very difficult for us to build up play, and a lot of times we just ended up just kicking it upfield. Not usually what we do and not what we want to do, but I guess given the situation the game plan changed a little bit, so there was none of that, and I was really embarrassed remembering that last time I said, oh yeah, look at Jordan in his upcoming game. Well, but the lads played fantastic. Even though we lost, I mean, we are currently in a position where really losing a couple of games is not gonna change the price of rice. And Dortmund was one of the games that we said we are probably gonna lose. I mean, they're second place in the Bundesliga. It's like saying, oh, let's get some points against Bayern. It's most likely not gonna happen unless you have a perfect day, all your players are in form, and the coach has a great idea and is a genius and comes up with a great strategy to break them down. So these are a lot of factors that have to go into a victory for us at the moment with the squad that we have to defeat somebody like, Leverkusen, Leipzig, Gladbach, and Bayern Munich. However, Gladbach is currently, since we're speaking about them, dropping form. So let's hope that this keeps up until they play us so that we have a good chance of defeating them. But yeah, as expected, no points in Dortmund. So next for the 31st game day, we're going to see Frankfurt, who are, like I mentioned before, they always show two faces. They can be great and they can not be so great. What we will see on Saturday remains to be seen. However, I'm very optimistic, just given our recent form, that even though we lost, we still played great. It wasn't, I mean, how many teams went to Dortmund and completely got diced up by them? We held them to a 1-0 victory. I think this speaks a lot to our defense and to the cohesion of the team that we have. Now, for this next game, Plattenhardt supposedly is back. Cunha is back. So we're getting back some real big impulses into our team should we play them. Now, just because they're back doesn't mean their coach is going to throw them in. I assume that he's probably going to bring a Cunha late in the game should we really need him, and he's probably going to rest Plattenhardt unless Plattenhardt is clear to play and is fine, and we can move Mittelstädt up to the left wing because Dilrosun is injured. Dilrosun is out for the rest of the season. So is our right or other left back Netz, the youngin, he's out. Askachiba is out. Wolf is out. So we're really missing a winger. Kalu, why did you have to make this video? This could have been the moment where you come in and you make it happen. Mistakes happen. Yes, you made us look like a fool, but come on, coach. Is there not any way we can give Kalu a chance right now on the left wing? Maxi as left back, Kalu as left mid. The situation is made for him to come off the bench. It's probably not going to happen because, we don't want to look like fools and make decisions and bring people off the bench after they've been suspended for the remainder of the season. But why can't we just forgive him and bring him out? I would feel so much better having Kalu on their wing against Kaiser's Eintracht. Well, so maybe we switch to a 4-4-2 and we bring Piontek and Ibisevic up top. We'll see. I'm excited. I'm excited to see what Bruno Labbadia does given the injuries. I'm excited to see what adjustments he does if he sees players might need rest or so on. I think because we had the whole week, there shouldn't be any big changes except for that left wing position. Excited. Game is tomorrow. Hoffenheim already lost, if I'm correct, against Rasenballsport Leipzig. Yeah, it's a 0-2, so that is good for the current table situation. Let me see, Hoffenheim in that number 7 spot, which, by the way, that number 7 spot now is officially Europa League qualification. So, we need 5 points, and we need Freiburg to keep losing, and we need Hoffenheim to keep losing to jump into that spot. We got about 2 games, that Eintracht game and that game against Freiburg. That could be big for us, and if we can manage draw against Leverkusen and or Gladbach, let's see. Hope dies last. Still looking at the table, we're now 9th, baby. We're climbing. I love it. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, let's wish our boys a good match this Saturday against Eintracht Frankfurt. Come on, Hertha, let's go get them. Let's go get these points. Let's get closer to Europe. From Atlanta, Georgia,
ladies
I'm
and
your
gentlemen,
selector.
all the hip hop heads worldwide.
Hertha BSC.
Tengo el honor de presentar